Okay, Wednesday, August 6th. This is your Bring Me the News and Novak Weather update, and we're going to be focusing on the weekend now because we have a fairly quiet weather pattern still in place, not only today but into tomorrow, but then things change, and they actually change fairly rapidly as we get into Friday and Saturday, and we'll get into that and talk about that quite a bit here in this video, and this could also include some heavy rains and severe weather as we get into the weekend. So much more on that here in just a couple of seconds. This is the visible satellite loop now over the upper Midwest, and take a look. Northern and eastern Minnesota, for the most part, has been pretty lucky today with plenty of sunshine. Yeah, some puffy cumulus clouds. These are fair weather cumulus clouds over northern and eastern Minnesota, much of Wisconsin. But the sun has been shining in these areas, and temperatures have been in the 70s, which is nice. Not as cool as what had originally anticipated yesterday, but then look at what's happening here over southwestern Minnesota and southern Minnesota. Clouds are hanging tough over there, and temperatures are in the 60s. They've been in the 60s all day over a good chunk of southern and portions of western Minnesota, even some really, really light showers and sprinkles down there. But that just goes to show you how important sunshine is this time of the year in creating warm air. And of course, where there is clouds, you usually get cooler air in the summer. All right, here's the future radar now from the NamNest computer model guidance. And as we go through this evening, you can see not much going on, but yeah, there is the potential for at least some shower and storm development over portions of southern Minnesota. This would be widely scattered activity, but the screaming message here is that bring your umbrella just in case, especially later this evening and overnight, as showers could pop up on our radar, and then as that continues into tomorrow morning before we get a break. And then look at what happens as we get into Sunday afternoon and evening. Our atmosphere really starts to light up by late Friday evening. You can see storms popping over eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin, and then some storms here in eastern Dakotas and northwestern Minnesota by late Friday evening. These could be severe storms, and they would have a beeline moving east and then eventually southeast into much of Minnesota as we go through Friday night and Saturday morning. A lot of that has to do with the jet stream structure. Now, let's rewind this a little bit and take a look at the jet stream today and tomorrow. You can see, and this has been a flow for the last 7 to 10 days out of Canada, even as we get into tomorrow. So still cooler weather than average should be sticking around through tomorrow. Then watch what happens. Our jet stream rapidly changes so that by Friday night and Saturday morning, you can see our winds are now coming up out of the west and southwest. That's a much warmer and more humid type of an environment that's going to be pushing in to the upper Midwest. And as that change of air mass occurs, we're likely going to be receiving some thunderstorm activity. In fact, by Sunday, as we get into later this weekend, look at this, a very strong jet stream for this time of year will be just north and west of Minnesota with a pretty strong jet streak in North Dakota. And usually on the right rear quad of a jet streak, you can get some inclement weather and some severe weather. That's why I've really got my eye on not only late Friday and early Saturday, but then Sunday night. I think that's another night that we're going to need to watch out for as far as severe weather is concerned, as that powerful jet stream and jet streak moves into Minnesota. Along with the stronger winds in the upper atmosphere this weekend, we're also going to have fairly strong winds in the lower layers of our atmosphere. This is 850 millibars. This is at about 5 to 10,000 feet in our atmosphere. And take a look at where the winds are coming from now. This is as we get into Friday night. This is Friday evening. Look, we have some fairly strong southerly winds in the lower layers of our atmosphere. They're going to be flowing north into Minnesota. We call that a low-level jet stream, or a low-level push of warm air. And that warm air, on the nose of that warm air, is usually where thunderstorms like to develop. And that would be right here over portions of Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin as we get into Friday night and Saturday morning. And then the low-level winds relax a little bit as we get into Saturday, but then watch what happens as we get into Sunday, especially Sunday evening and around midnight on Sunday night. Look at this strong low-level jet that is coming into southern and eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. And again, usually on the nose of that low-level jet stream is where storms like to develop. So yeah, I've got my eye on, again, not only Friday night and Saturday morning, but especially later in the evening on Sunday for the potential for severe weather along with heavy rains. In fact, look at this is the potential energy in our atmosphere from the GFS computer model guidance. Now, this is for Sunday. And look at some of these values, these Cape values over southern Minnesota. They are reaching or exceeding 4,000 JKGs. That's quite a bit of energy in our atmosphere, and that also means there's going to be a lot of heat and humidity, especially on Sunday over the upper Midwest, which could certainly fuel some thunderstorms. And as we look at the potential rain, now this is over the next 120 hours, but more specifically between Friday and Friday evening and Monday morning, look at the potential for heavy rains over the Dakotas and southern Minnesota. Again, this would probably come in two waves, one late Friday and early Saturday, and then another wave of fairly strong thunderstorms later Sunday and early Monday. And yeah, we need the rain over a good chunk of southern Minnesota. Areas are getting pretty dry, and there's no reason not to expect some significant rains, especially as we get into the weekend and as we get that change of air mass over the upper Midwest. And yeah, that could be rain in excess of 2 inches in some places. We'll have to see how that all evolves over time here. But yeah, there is no doubt that our environment will become much more favorable for thunderstorms with heavy rains as we head into the weekend and then probably even into early next week. All right, that's your Wednesday update from Bring Me the News and Novak Weather. We, of course, will be talking to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.